What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Kangaroo Black coming back once again with a good one. I'm coming to talk about my Alabama Crimson Tide and my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, who has been named the most dynamic quarterback in all of college football. I tried to tell y'all, all you haters, naysayers, non-believers, you didn't want to believe me. You didn't want to believe me. But these guys at USA Today Sports is telling y'all the same exact thing that I was telling y'all all last year and been telling you this whole entire offseason. My quarterback, Jalen Milroe, will not be stopped in 2024, just like my Alabama Crimson Tide won't be stopped. Jalen Milroe and the Crimson Tide is on a mission. Is on a mission. And I'll be damned if they don't accomplish that mission. Damn right. And I'm going as far as to say my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, will be hoisting the Heisman Trophy for 2024. In my Alabama Crimson Tide, January 2025 will be hosting the National Championship Trophy, giving my Alabama Crimson Tide the 19th National Football Championship, College Football Championship. Sound good, don't it? At least the Alabama fans, because all of the rest of you fans outside of Alabama, just look at it and wish it could be you, because that's what you're going to be doing. Now let's get into this article, the meat and potatoes by USA Today Sports. Alabama's Jalen Milroe named the most dynamic quarterback in all of college football. Here we go. Jalen Milroe returns as the quarterback of my Alabama Crimson Tide football team for the 2024 season and looks to build upon his performance from 2023. Now he enters the new season being praised as one of the most versatile quarterbacks in the nation, and he's named the most dynamic in the country. He is the most versatile in the country, the most athletic in the country. He can get it done with his arms. He can get it done with his legs. All right? I'm just saying, because that's what he do. And he has proven that already. I've been trying to tell you daggone haters, non-believers, naysayers, but y'all just don't want to conform to reality. You want to go with your false narrative and opinions and the hate you got in your heart for my Alabama Crimson Tide and dispute the truth. Dispute what's on paper in black and damn white. Your opinion will never outweigh the facts. Guaranteed. But anyway, Lord have mercy. CBS recently ranked the top 10 dynamic quarterbacks, and Milroe sits at the top as the most dynamic quarterback in college football. My quarterback of my Alabama Crimson Tide. In 2023, Milroe completed 187 of his 284 passing attempts for 2,834 yards, 23 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. On the ground, Milroe accounted for 531 yards and 12 touchdowns. So altogether, my quarterback in his first season as a starter accounted for 35 touchdowns. That's my quarterback. That's my quarterback. I mean, you got quarterbacks out there that they say could be a Heisman Trophy candidate and potential Heisman Trophy winner that can't even account for 30 touchdowns. You know, you got quarterbacks out there that throw for 3,900, 4,000, 4,100 yards, but can't even account for 28 touchdowns. You throw for 400 yards, but can't even account for 25 touchdowns. But my quarterback surpasses all of that. My quarterback. But yet, folks will sit and say, my quarterback is garbage and can't get the job done. I don't understand it. And these same people saying my quarterback can't get the job done, going head to head against your quarterback, my quarterback comes out the victor. My quarterback throwing touchdowns while these other quarterbacks throwing interceptions and fumbling and shit. That's what they doing. But they think they quarterbacks is the best quarterback in all of college football. Heisman Trophy candidates pick to win think they quarterback is going to win the Heisman Trophy. I mean, make it make sense. The math ain't mathing. My quarterbacks winning games that matter, not just regular season games, but they actually winning. My quarterback actually winning games that matter. When my quarterback is in a big game, he shows up and performs. And always, more often than not, comes out the victor. More often than not. Just want to put that out there. You know what I'm saying? So for all you haters, naysayers, non-believers, like I told you before, get that hate out your heart. Look at the facts and stop going off your emotions. I understand this is an emotional game, but facts outweigh your emotions. And the fact is, my quarterback is the most dynamic quarterback in all of football heading into the 2024 season. Most dynamic, most athletic. And then on top of that, some changes have been made. Changes have been made. I mean, you got these quarterbacks out here that did their thing last season. You know what I'm saying? But in my mind, and the words that was coming out of my mouth, that all of these quarterbacks is not better than Jalen Milroe. So, if you think your quarterback gonna be so much better than they was last season without making any changes, you have lost your ever-loving mind. And if you think your quarterbacks is gonna be so much better than they was last season, when your team lost personnel, and the personnel you left with and brought in ain't better than the personnel you lost, you are sadly mistaken. You think your quarterbacks, and I'm talking to every fan base except my Alabama Crimson Tide, because we did what needed to be done. If you think your quarterback is going to be so much better than what they was last season, and you didn't make any changes on the offensive side of the ball, as far as coaches, quarterback coach who work directly with the quarterback, offensive coordinators of things of that nature, and you think your quarterback going to be so much better? Not going to happen. And I'm going to refer back to old Joe Burrow. Everybody know what Joe Burrow was at LSU his first year. Not too dynamic. But what did LSU Coach O do? He brought in Joe Brady as his offensive coordinator and quarterback coach. And he worked with Joe Burrow and those wide receivers. And we know the changes that Joe Burrow made. the improvement that he made over the offseason. Joe Burrow, year 1 at LSU, and Joe Burrow, year 2 at LSU, was not the same Joe Burrow. If you didn't bring in people who can work with your quarterback and improve your quarterback, then your quarterback is going to be the same mediocre, average, run-of-the-mill quarterback that they was in 2023. And my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, is going to be on a different level than everybody else, just like Joe Burrow was on a different level than everybody else once Joe Brady got there to LSU. Now, my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, he was already dynamic in some form or fashion last season in 2023. As you seen, I'm talking about them LSU Tigers. He did it with his legs. As you seen against Texas A&M last year, he did it with his arm. He can do it. He can get it done several ways. And then you bring in Coach Kalen DeBoer, an offensive guru, a quarterback's coach, a parent with Nick Sheridan. It ain't nothing but a setup for success. That's all it is. And you're going to see a much improved Jalen Milroe from 2023 to 2024. Even though the 2023 Jalen Milroe always found a way to get it done in most cases. That's all I know. So, hey, it is what it is. Call it what you want. Say what you want. But my quarterback is the most dynamic quarterback in college football heading into 2024. And it also goes on to say my quarterback, Jalen Milroe's versatility adds an extra layer of danger to the Alabama offense that opposing defense must prepare for. And you damn right, you must prepare for my quarterback. You might want to even, opposing defenses might want to even put a spy on my quarterback, Jalen Milroe. And a lot of times when they do that, he's so fast, he outruns the spy. Seen it happen. At one time, he had 2 spies on him, and they couldn't even get him. And yes, that was in the SEC championship. And let's not forget the run game, the running backs, Jam Miller, Justice Haynes, Richard Young, to go along with Jalen Milroe. Man, come on, man. Can't be beat. And I'm going to tell you right now, my Alabama Crimson Tide wide receiver core will be a whole lot better than they was last season under Coach Kalen DeBoer. The offensive scheme is going to look totally different. This offensive scheme is going to be wide open. Wide receivers running wide open all over the field. Tight ends wide open. Running backs out the backfield wide open. And my Alabama Crimson Tide is going to have one of the best offensive lines in that country too. Mark it down. Mark it down. You're going to look at a whole different Alabama Crimson Tide offense in 2024. This offense might even be better than the 2020 offense. Remember when we had Mac Jones and Devontae Smith? It's going to be better. Because Devontae Smith was the best wide receiver in all of college football. But guess what? He was the main target. Well, guess what? In 2024, we got 3 or 4 main targets. You need me to name them? All right, I will. Kendrick Law, Jeremy Bernard, Kobe Prentice, Ryan Williams. All those guys, in my opinion, could be wide receiver one, even though Ryan Williams has just got to the program at 17 years old. He could step up and be wide receiver one. But guess what? It's more than him. It's more than those four, I might add. And my quarterback, Jalen Milroe, you got to account for his legs. Just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. The guys that we got around Milroe on this offense is going to make sure Jalen Milroe will win the Heisman Trophy for 2024. Guaranteed. And I ain't worried about the damn defense. Not in the least bit. But this is about Jalen Milroe. So I ain't going to get on the defense. And I'm going to just stay with Jalen Milroe and the guys that he got around him that's going to help him win that Heisman. And this offense is going to help my Alabama Crimson Tide win their 19th college football national championship. Mark it down. In Kalen DeBoer's first year. Mark it down. Don't hate. When the time comes, just congratulate, baby. Congratulate me and my Alabama Crimson Tide. I know you don't like it. I know you don't like it. But you better learn to love it. Because my Alabama Crimson Tide is the best thing smoking today. I know y'all haters hate it. I know y'all non-believers don't want to believe. And I know your naysayers don't want to say it. But it's just reality, baby. Just reality. Stop fighting the feeling and conform to reality. Get that hate out your heart, because it's going to have you miserable. I'm going to tell you that right now. But hey, y'all just remember to be blessed. And I don't give a piss about nothing but the Tide. And roll damn Tide.